Horror creators love to take familiar, cozy themes and twist them into an uncanny nightmare. As such, Christmas is a particular favorite in the horror sphere, with more entries of varying quality and prestige than I could possibly list. As Christmas horror is such a popular subgenre with so many options from all throughout time and all over the world, I felt the desire to put the spotlight on a few international offerings. Now, without further ado, let's look at the Horror and Cats picks for 6 international Christmas horror movies to try out for tradition status.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. And he doesn't give up.
Rare Exports is a delightfully dark little Finnish horror comedy about a monstrous Santa Claus and his gaggle of creepy minions. Combined with a down-and-out group of rural residents with dollar signs in their eyes and a businessman with a Santa obsession, this one gets wild fast. This flick has great casting, high production value, and a unique story. I wouldn't be surprised if it makes it onto your yearly viewing schedule during the holidays. It's been on mine for years now. Saint, or Sint in the film's native Dutch, is another dark comedy that, in all honesty, tries just a little too hard. It doesn't help that the only version available for rent seems to be the English dub, which has slightly fewer unique voice actors than any single episode of Family Guy portraying the entire cast. Saint is the story of the real Sinterklaas, a horrid bishop against whom the people of Amsterdam rose up and murdered. So now, if a full moon coincides with the date of his death, December 5th, he and his former crew prowl the streets and rooftops, killing indiscriminately as revenge against the people of Amsterdam. This one starts fairly strong and just doesn't quite manage to find its footing. As currently it's only available as a rental for the price of a medium coffee, you may be better off sticking with the Java given the choice. Nothing says the holidays to me like watching a deranged stranger try to cut a woman's unborn baby out of her belly with a pair of tailor's scissors on Christmas Eve. As a stone-cold classic new French extremity film, this one isn't for the squeamish. Months after losing her husband and father of her unborn baby, and very near her due date, Sarah's home is broken into by a complete stranger credited only as La Femme, who is intent on removing and stealing Sarah's unborn child. Brutal, bloody, and barely related to Christmas aside from happening to take place on the same date? Now that is my kind of Christmas movie.
A time to be alive, what a time to be alive. A time to be alive, what a time to be alive.
Anna and the Apocalypse is an English-language film, but a product of the United Kingdom. Heavily Christmas themed down to the titular character's weapon of choice being a large candy cane, this zombie flick stands a head and shoulders above the crowd due to its genuinely delightful musical numbers. Yes, it's a musical, and a damn good one too. Likeable characters, great music, and a sweet, lighthearted vibe and sense of humor make this an easy holiday tradition to stick to. It's also a great choice for trying to convert non-horror fans to the dark side.
Si vous regardez ceci, c'est que vous avez reçu un calendrier de l'Avent. Respectez les règles. Un calendrier de l'Avent ? Respecte toutes les règles jusqu'à l'ouverture de la dernière fenêtre, sinon je te tue. Attention, t'en avales un, faut les avaler tous.
Another French offering, and certainly the most atmospheric entry on the list, Shudder original The Advent Calendar follows the story of a paraplegic who receives an old and strange hand-carved and intricately designed Advent calendar as a gift. What started as a friend's quirky flea market find begins to turn sinister in unexpected ways when some days the gifts are nice, while on others, naughty. As the advent continues, it becomes clear candy and trinkets aren't the only things contained within the strange box. Great performances, a tight and gripping story, and some genuinely thought-provoking themes make this one a great flick and holiday tradition. El Dia de la Bestia, or Day of the Beast, is an absolute joy to watch any time of the year, but especially during the holidays. This Spanish gem follows an adorably naive priest who, in order to find the woman who will bear the Antichrist, travels to Madrid to sin as much as possible with the hope of condemning his soul to hell, and in doing so, obtaining an invitation to the birth of the devil's infant offspring to kill him before the end of days can take place. With the aid of a psychic and a heavy metal enthusiast, Father Cura goes on a wild, sin-committing, demon-summoning ride through the Spanish capital on the days leading up to Christmas Eve. You owe it to yourself to watch this one, and as a bonus, you get the amazing custom rap song which plays over the credits. It was the 90s. I think there was a law about including specially written rap songs in your credits back then. And there you have it, 6 international Christmas horror gems. Some of them are a lot naughtier than the others, and some of them are a lot nicer than the others. It's a good ride though. I think most of these should be watched at least once for everyone, even Saint. I hope that you might be able to find it in its original Dutch though, because it's a lot better than the 4 people who did the voice acting for the entire cast of the movie. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good holiday, a nice night. I've watched all these horror movies leading up to Christmas Eve, which is today, of course. And tonight I'll be watching Die Hard in a watch party, an Amazon watch party with my family. That's our little Christmas Eve tradition. And then after that, I watch Krampus on my own. Krampus 2015. Great movie. Adam Scott, Toni Collette. Definitely watch it. See, there's a bonus recommendation. It's not international, but Krampus 2015. Buy it. Watch it. All right. Thanks. Have a good one.